we're actually going to start right now. Bam! Guerrilla interview style. Just throwing it at you. Hey, Daisy, how's it
All
going?
right, I love it.
How you doing?
I'm doing really good, actually. I'm excited for something that's going on tomorrow.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh,
I got I got a pretty big. Well, so I heard back from an architecture company that's doing a follow-up interview with me. It's
love
pretty
it.
exciting.
Ooh, congrats. Well, I'm
Yeah.
very hopeful for you. I think you're going to do great. I think you're going to get it, whatever it is. So
Yeah,
you got this. Um, Daisy, this is your first interview. This is from for Good Morning New Hill City. Welcome, welcome,
it's
welcome.
crazy.
I know. How did you find out about New Hill City way back in 2022, which I discovered is when you joined?
Yeah. I've been here a while.
Yeah.
uh, oh gosh, I almost want to say that I was invited by a friend from another server, but that doesn't feel right. Um, I might have literally just been browsing on the Discord website, and seen New Hell City pop up and be like, "What is this?" And you clicked on it.
Love that. Love that.
I know. I. You know what's crazy? I've still not ever managed to once watch one of your streams. It's crazy.
That's hilarious. And that's iconic, and I love that. I absolutely love
Yeah.
that. What was
I'm
your
being interrupted my cat right now.
love that? What was your first impression of the city of New York City when you got here? What was your first
Um,
impression?
yeah, I mean, it was big. There was so many channels in this server that I like was lost immediately. But once I got used to that, it was a really fun place to be.
Good.
Um, I had actually gotten into some like the role plays and stuff early on.
Love.
Um, and like just kind of chatted with people. I didn't do all that much at the start,
Love
but
that.
overall it was a really positive impression.
Perfect. Perfect. What's your favorite part about New York City?
Oh gosh. The mods probably.
Nice.
Like so many of the people who are mods in this server are literally just folks who have been around here long enough that they got involved and were like, "Hey, I want to do this." They're not like, super enforcey. They're not like uh, power hungry or anything like that. Like, it's a really fun community where we just mess around and have fun.
That's it.
Um,
That's
and the
it.
mods, I mean, y'all are here to really like protect us and you know just make sure that the the folks in here are doing the right stuff. Like,
That's it. I try to blackmail them so that they do what they need to do. That's the secret. Is I have a photo evidence of them doing something bad. That's really all
oh
it is.
yeah, it's probably arson, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like
arson.
all of us has committed arson at least
Basically,
once.
it's pretty much how you get here. This is a tough question. What is your favorite channel?
Oh, you think that's a tough question?
Oh,
Come
maybe it's not.
on.
Maybe it's not.
Yeah, it's the pub chat.
Yeah.
I know it's not one that people talk in as much right now, but man, it is a blast to see people talking about their TTRPG games, especially the ones that I don't have time to like listen to. Um, I also am a regular frequenter of the meme mountain.
Nice.
Um, yeah,
Nice.
like honestly, that's kind of what I've been using Discord for lately, is just to stay on top of like what the current memes are. I have like four different servers that all I do is hop in and see what memes people have sent so that I can send them to my friends.
That's good. What is your primary role in the community, aka how the Hellions know you best?
Yeah. Gosh. I mean, if you ever want to say hi, just ping me in the best circle. I'm always close by. Um, or drop into the Tales of Burdusk. which
Yes.
happens on Saturdays at 7 p.m. CST,
Yes.
where you can hear our party that I'm in charge of leading, wondering about, getting into trouble, and really just having a blast.
Love it. Love it. We will talk more about Tales of Burdusque in a second. Um, what are your hobbies? What are your general hobbies?
I actually have way too many hobbies to count.
Give
My
me your top
parents
three. How about that?
were getting onto me today because so many of my unfinished hobbies have been sitting in the garage, and they just cleaned out the whole garage and were like, "What are all these?"
Nice.
I would say first and foremost, I'm a musician. I've
Ooh.
yeah, I've been playing the double bass upright string instrument for about 13 years now. Um, I love music of all kinds. I blast it at work every single day. And so, I that's kind of like my main character trait, I think, in terms of hobbies. I actually, even in my bio, it says, "Tell me your favorite song." Um,
Ooh.
yeah.
By the way, we need you. We need.
Um,
Why don't you have a best musical piece nomination? We need that. We need that.
oh gosh, I don't, I, hmm,
You could do a cover. You could like string. Do a
yeah,
cover of
yeah,
something.
yeah. I,
Just
uh,
saying. Just
I
something
have
for the future.
performance anxiety, but it's okay.
That's
I
fair.
do, I do best when I am in like a group, an ensemble.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the bass isn't really made for solo pieces, but people play solos on them. It's just not my style.
Fair enough.
I think that it my other hobbies probably that I would say are up there um are woodworking. That's a huge one for me. That's always one that kind of comes back. Right now, I'm working on a project to it's a carving project actually, so a little bit more involved than some of my other woodworking projects.
Love
But
it.
I'm making a traditional Chinese interlocking stool, um, and
Ooh.
so it's one of those ones that's like an old enough design that there's not really like designs available online. I had to like actually watch someone make it to learn how it's done.
Ooh. I
Yeah.
need. You also CDs in the audience. Hey CD, you are speaking our language. Um. Oh, and CD said your voice is very relaxing. By the way, you do have
Thank
a very,
you.
very, very nice ASMR voice. It's very good. Very good.
Yeah,
You might want to
I've been
monetize that.
told.
It's very nice. Um, what was I gonna say? I hope if you finish that before November 30th, I need that best craft nomination. Just saying,
All right.
I need it.
Yeah, I'll send it out. Um,
I
I
want to see it.
I've been getting closer and closer to it being done. Uh, and it's just been a pain to really sit down and carve out the last little bits. It's working with chisels is just one of the toughest things.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to see it nonetheless. What was my? Oh God, I have this description. Oh, who is your best friend here? And if you don't say me and only me, I will ban you.
Uh, Looks like I'm getting banned today, guys.
What? What? What?
It's gotta be Masa. We're Pookies for life, and you cannot ever separate us because we're friends outside of this.
I'm about to try.
So there.
Okay. Okay, we'll see.
um,
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's Masa. It's
I
Masa for now.
I've invited a couple of my own friends to this server as well, and so I've got some good pals in here.
Nice. You are very popular here. I will say that. Um, my next question to you is: do I look pretty today?
You do. You are so lovely.
Thank you. Oh, okay. You redeemed yourself. You redeemed yourself. Um, I was about to say, what does your New Hell City apartment look like? But you have one no helly, so you do live in a shack right now. It is, it is.
Wow.
I'm just saying. It is what it
Wow.
is. I'm sorry. It is what it is. It is what it is.
All right.
It's fine. Listen,
Well,
you know you
how
have
do
the.
well, let me ask this. How do I promote myself to an apartment fire?
You
I've been living in this shack this whole time, and No working plumbing, to be honest.
No.
Kind of gonna have to make a complaint there, fire. Um,
Yeah.
I thought I moved to New Hell City and I was like, hey, this is the best place in the world. It's better than America, and
Hmm.
turns out you guys are just America 2.0.
Basically.
Um,
Yeah. No running water for cardboard. Yeah, it's hard. I understand. It's fair. That is fair. Let's talk about the cryptids. Yes or no? Is there any way to stop them?
no, I'm actually already assimilated into them, and so it's kind of rude of you to ask how to stop them.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Welcome, Jim. Welcome, Mia. Welcome, Minnie.
Wow,
Into
look
the
at everyone that's
audience.
coming in. Yeah, everyone's excited to see me.
So now we get to my favorite part of your interview is your Hellies. We get to go through 3 years of Helly Awards, including this year. Um, Starting
All
from
right.
now, we're
I
gonna
think you
take it
keep
back.
better track of those. Yeah.
So all the way back to 2022, where you were nominated once for Best Level Up. Back when your name was Daisy Duck. Do you remember this?
Gosh. Yeah, well, my name is still Daisy Duck.
Is it
Oh,
really? Oh,
no, it's Daisy Fox. So
Daisy Fox. Okay,
I have changed it.
we switched animals.
Daisy Duck is not an uncommon username for me still though. I think my Twitch name is that still.
Nice.
But yeah, that's wow, that profile picture though.
It's old school.
Um
It's vintage Daisy.
That's yeah, that's vintage Daisy right there. I actually look like that now, unlike back then.
Love it. Love to
That
see it.
that was the I would like to kind of pickaroo that I had made when I was coming out, and gosh, that's got such a story behind it because I was amazed at how accurate it became.
That's incredible. Do you think like you followed the picker or the picker followed you? Like, do you think it was like a chicken or the egg situation? It was just
Oh,
like
I definitely think that I already had the image in my head, like
love.
I was being realistic when I made the pickaroo. I was like, I'm not gonna make myself like look super hot. But I think I turned out super hot, so
Thank you.
there's that.
I was about to say. I was about to say you better clean up that end. You are super hot. How dare you? Um. So yeah, that was your one nomination. You were one of the we call this the Massa effect, where you start off not being super active, maybe zero, maybe one nomination, no best
Yeah,
new member nomination, and then you end up sweeping in the end. Once we get to 2024, it's going to be very different. So
yeah, it's wild.
you did not win that one, but moving on to 2023, you were nominated once again um,
There we go.
for
A strong start.
best role play cast for Algernon Asylum, headed by
Gosh,
dearly departed Cohen. Um, do you remember
that
what you
was
did in that?
such an interesting role that I made. I really joined, screwed over their whole campaign that they had written, and then left.
Yeah,
Um, with a flair, I might add. I
agreed.
My character had some issues, and I think that was exactly the kind of thing that asylum needed.
Yeah, I mean Asylum. That tends to be par for the course, but yeah. Nice, 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 nice. We loved it. We love that you like were sliding into RP. That was good. You did not win that one, but now
Yeah.
this is the fastest Helly's thing ever. But now we're all the way up to
Well,
now we're up to
I
2024.
really, I really, I really came in with a lot of Helly awards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So if you're keeping track, we had one for 2022, one for 2023, and 22 for 2024. Oh wait, no, 21. 21. I always get confused because CD has a cat named Daisy who he added. So anyway, so 21.
Pretty simple.
Your first nomination is for Best Plant, which is our brand new category. Um,
That is
which
true. I was happy for that nomination. That category was deserved.
which is your pineapple. Can you tell us about your pineapple?
Yeah. Well, so I
I'm gonna post a picture of it here while you talk about it.
yeah. So I am a manager at Lowe's, and we take care of a lot of different plants. I've actually been planning on posting a couple pictures of some other fruits that we're growing right now, but that one was a pineapple that we had that ended up producing a little fruit. And one of the people that works there had pulled it off the plant and was like, "Hey, look at what I found! It's a pineapple. See, I told you that it makes little fruits."
That's so
Um,
cool.
I was so surprised. And then I ended up planting one of my own because it made babies. And so I took one home and then gave that to a friend.
So cute. So cute. Well, currently you are the only nominee. So how do you think your chances of winning that category is? It's pretty tough right now.
Yeah, I got
Just
my
you.
fingers crossed. It's gonna be a close. It's gonna be a close one.
Very close one. Very, very close one.
Um, I'll probably have to post a couple different interesting plants to really solidify my position.
There you go. And with that, you're also nominated for Gardener of the Year, which is our new category against CD, who's in the audience right now, and Raymond. So
Yeah,
I'm. This is a good group. I'm excited about this
I
category.
I honestly feel like uh, Gardener of the Year makes a lot of sense for me, considering my current job and then also my hobby of making these little terrariums that I've gotten into.
Love it. I'm excited for you. Sorry. Okay. So here's a big category, big controversial category, which is Master Debater. Now, Ara has never lost this award. 5 years running,
Yeah,
never lost it. The competitors right now are Aragorn, Daisy, Elihu, consistently depressed, Margie Rose, Sayori, Barracuda Boy, Lobsy, and Ebos. Do
look,
you think you can take down Ara?
I'm not I'm not loving my chances there because of just how uh, concrete that guy is. I swear every single time I go into the den of debate, he is there talking or has recently talked.
Yeah.
I try and reply to each of the debate topics that comes up, but I'm not very good at like bringing my own stuff to the conversation, if that makes sense.
I understand. I think you hold your own. I think you hold your own.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's definitely some days where I really, care about the topic that's being talked about and have previous knowledge about it, but
Yeah.
it's tough to like have a strong opinion on everything, you know?
Yeah.
I'm a much more mild person.
That's something I do not relate to, but I understand that. You probably have a more peaceful life than me, though. I understand. It's good. That's good. I love
It's a
that.
nice life.
It's a nice life. So we'll see what happens there. You were also nominated. Now we're going to move into your TTRPG um, life here in New Hill City. You're
Yeah.
nominated for Best Tabletop Character for Ragzor from Calamity Reborn. Can you tell us about? Am I saying it
Yeah.
right? Ragzor?
Razgor.
Razgor.
Um
Oh,
Razgor is the medic for the Shattered Star or Calamity Reborn group. Um we're playing the Shattered Star campaign. And he's a character. I made him and thought that I'd be able to go places with it, and then I had a lot of technical difficulties at the start with just being able to access the program that we use to play that campaign. And so, unfortunately, I'm feeling a little bit disconnected from him. And I reached out to Colonel recently and said maybe I would try and revamp him somehow. So we'll see. Maybe Razgor will get a design change. But right
I love
now,
that.
he's a cursed pale orc, uh, and like used to be in a death cult, um, and has a really deep and tragic backstory that would be too much to go into right now. But basically, got out of the occult church that he was part of and found a religious figure that suited him. Um,
Love it.
Yeah, it's a nice story. It has not really come much into play for the campaign. Um, I I love Colonel to death, but man, sometimes sitting through sessions, it really does feel like a point and click adventure.
Oh, Colonel. Oh, Colonel, oh, Colonel. Well, that category has 22 nominees, so it's going to be a stacked one. That's going to be a very tough category to win, but that'll be interesting. You're also, of course, nominated in the tabletop cast of Calamity Reborn, and you're also nominated for a couple very, very big awards. One of which is Best NHC Tabletop Short and Long Form Campaign for Tales of Burdusk. Now, tell us about Tales of Burdusk.
That is true. So Tales of Burdusk is a long form campaign that I created myself. It is built off of three different campaign modules that sort of ramp up in difficulty. And I was really proud of the story that I was able to weave together through them. Tales of Burdusk is a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition campaign that takes place on the Sword Coast of Faerun. Um, Pretty simple overall in terms of that. What the characters are currently aware of is that there was a rat infestation
Ugh.
in the woods to the north of the town that they started in. They went and started to try and take care of these rats. Pretty traditional start for Dungeons and Dragons since people are so squishy. Um, but I felt like I made it pretty interesting. They had to face quite a lot of different um, unique and terrifying rats in their own right that had different. They were alchemically altered or surgically uh, you know brutalized, and so definitely was a really interesting sort of intro to this world that they were in. And they finally faced off the Rat King and killed him. A man who had been sort of controlling all of these rats in what seemed like a great war that the players were not aware of.
Nice, nice. How far are you into the, like, percentage wise? How far would you say you are into the campaign?
Uh, Probably close to 15%. The characters, after defeating the Rat King, they had leveled up to level 3. We're currently planning to go all the way to level 10. And so the first levels obviously are a little bit easier to get. And every level after that really ramps up in the amount of experience you have to gain.
Nice, 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 nice. So we'll be going into 2024. I guess. I mean 2025. I mean probably.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Um, I mean, and honestly, if people are enjoying how things look after we reach level 10, I've got stuff planned out that I could write for even going further. The plan right now is to kind of draw the party towards the east, where giants and trolls are currently sort of uh,
Ooh.
yeah, being pushed down into the plains, and people aren't really sure why. And well, I'll tell you why. um, the thunder. So there's a lot of different species of giants. Almost. There's in Dungeons and Dragons. There's storm giants. There's fire giants. There's hill giants. And then there's trolls and ogres. All sort of under the same category, I'd say. But in that order, they are the most powerful to least powerful, right? So storm giants are actually expanding their territory, and none of the other giants are really able to fight against it, and so are being pushed outwards from their hometowns towards society.
Ooh.
And so there's been more reports of like people being attacked or even killed by trolls and hill giants in the area.
Nice. Love it. Love it. Are folks still
Yeah.
able to join Tales of Burdusk, or is the campaign uh, cast locked?
It is currently full.
Okay.
I do have one member who's been going through a lot of personal difficulties, and I've kept the position open for her specifically because I think she's enjoying it.
Nice.
But if it becomes too hard for her to catch back up, then maybe we'll open up a new slot and see if someone else can find a way to get a character, and I'll introduce them.
Nice. Well, we have the current nominees for best short and long form campaign right now are Rise of the Rune Lords, Calamity Reborn, Kingmaker, Villains of La Liga, and Mahu Shouju by Dio. So that's it's gonna be. Well, I'm excited. It's a very short cast. I mean, cast. Jesus, a cat nominees, but it's gonna be a tough,
Yeah.
tough. I literally could see any of y'all winning, so I'm very excited.
Well, and I think it's very difficult for people to get a good gauge of um, who is a good DM.
So true.
Because if you're involved in the TRPGs, most of the time you don't really have time to sit around and listen to the other people's campaigns. And if you're not a fan of TTRPG, well, why would you hop in and listen anyway?
That's true. Thankfully, people who don't like when someone doesn't like know or like a category, they just skip it. So you won't be in danger there
Yeah,
anyway. So that's good. And of course, you were nominated for the big Game Master of the Year award against the Colonel, Gloria, Amakit and Dio, and Pancake. So
yeah.
should be
My players have been really loving our story so far, and they've repeatedly told me that I'm an awesome DM.
ooh,
Definitely because I don't railroad, and I'm very fair.
love it. Would you ever do a one shot or dungeon dive?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm just saying that.
I've actually
Go ahead.
I'd actually thought about writing one earlier this summer, but
Well, if you
I've
do one
I've been
before
decided. I ended up deciding to focus more on my job searching for now, and then once I've got my career sorted, I'll have more time to kind of focus on other stuff.
Well, if you do one before November 30th, you can not have Colonel automatically win a heli for one shot. But
I
for
think Colonel deserves it.
fair enough,
How about that?
fair enough. Um, yes, one shot on Dungeon Dive. If you ever want anyone ever wants to do one, for us, we consider anything between 1 and 3 sessions to be a one shot and/or Dungeon Dive. So, just saying for
Hmm.
the future. Um, so now we're
Yeah,
moving into
if I held a one shot, it'd be a pretty involved one. I'd have to be free like the whole day.
love it, love it. Well. Now moving into your role play, you were nominated for. You have two characters in your folder. You have Ouroboros. Is that how you say it?
Yep.
From Lucille Academy. Tell us
Yeah, I
about him.
love that guy.
Tell us about him.
It's it's an amazing creature. Uh, so Ouroboros uses its pronouns
Love.
and is a essentially demonic, like fallen angel entity, um, and is made of smoke, and has chains sort of like attached to it.
Ooh, love that.
It's tough to obviously tell how the chains um, are fastened, but they stay on it nonetheless and like follow wherever it goes. It's a very dapper sort of professional creature. Definitely loves to wear nice suits. Sometimes you'll see it in like a long skirt, and it really tends to dress up and be prowling around. It cares a lot about the students at the academy. It is the head of dark arts, and so is sort of always around or near the dark magic building, and is tied to the land in a way that didn't really get explored too much, but Max was really loving. There's essentially a demonomicon that's in the west wing of the building that it occupies that it would benefit greatly from, basically be able to have some vengeance on the creatures that had uh, cast it down. And it's been trying for years and years to have a chance to retrieve it, but the dark creatures that guard the book um, are contained in the West Wing by magic spells almost all times of the year. And so there's only a couple times in the year when they open it up to go and sort of clear out the space and dispel most of the creatures that it can actually enter and try and go in to retrieve it. But the headmaster has forbid it from helping with the extermination process because uh, the headmaster doesn't really trust Ouroboros.
That's fair. I don't know that I trust someone that's covered in chains either, but that's fair.
Oh yeah.
That's fair.
And it had a really special relationship with one of the dark magic students. She kind of saw it as a father figure, um, and we got to explore a lot of fun little story arcs with that.
Love it. You're also nominated for Goddess Heidi from Plasma Isles. Can you tell us about Goddess Heidi?
Yeah, I was excited for Cohen to start up a TTR, or not really a TTRPG, but an RPG. I thought I had understood the premise of the game, and then I didn't really understand the premise of the game. So Goddess Heidi showed up for a bit, and then I kind of dropped out of the role playing side of things and helped Cohen with the story building side of things. Um, Heidi is based off of the goddess, well, not really goddess, but Empress from One Piece.
Nice.
Let me find her in the gifs, and I'll send you a gif of it.
Drop it in the Good Morning New Hell City chat if you can. If you can find it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do.
Oh, fair enough. Sweet. Sweet. I love it. I love it. There, while Daisy's searching for that, there are 19 nominees for best roleplay character, and I'm one of them. So Daisy and I are going to go head to head. So is CD. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes, her.
Yeah, so it's Empress Boa Hancock, who the character is sort of based off of. I was gonna name her Boa Hancock initially, and Cohen was like, oh, well, really, you should come up with your own name." But yeah, her abilities in the game are very similar to that of Hancock's in that she has a beam that she can shoot and basically make people fall in love with her. And she's able to sort of see into the hearts and minds of others. Um, I felt like having the turning people to stone thing would be a little bit too overpowered for what sort of game we were playing. But I tried and made her pretty accurate to how Hancock is. Um, it was pretty fun to roleplay her. She kind of landed on the island a little bit into the roleplay, and so was very confused at what was going on and having to kind of get brought up to speed by the rebels, and then got caught in the crossfire for a couple skirmishes. And then I helped Cohen with drawing up the map that they had wanted, and I helped Cohen with coming up with some ideas for how to sort of guide the story forward. Um, and I had fun with that. I thought that Cohen was doing a really good job with sort of managing a game that also had, active participants role playing battles in it. It was very like, I guess, strategy based almost game.
Love it. And
Yeah.
finally, you're nominated for Inigo Montoya, which was a multi-person or multi-Hellion character with Swift's very interesting experimental RP that is no more, from Truly Yours, where all of us got together and role played the same character together, which was
That
interesting.
is right.
Um,
I'm really glad that Inigo ended up being his name. I had a blast with that, honestly, and I really wish that Swift had been around more because a lot of times I would send a message and have to wait. I think it was like 3 or 4 days before Swift would really come up with a reply because they had wanted to, or uh, she had wanted to like see if multiple people would send in prompts and be able to pick between them.
Oh yeah,
Um, and I think if more people had been interested in it and were having fun with it, I think at first it was really cool.
yeah, it was a cool idea.
Because a lot of people were having a blast, and we would send in crazy prompts, and it was just a roll of the dice, basically.
Yeah,
And so that was really fun. I I think Inigo was a great guy who was related to the president and had a goat and was in a moving truck,
love it.
and
Perfect.
it ended up being like dating simulator almost. I think.
Yeah, it kind of was
Um,
actually.
yeah, so that was really fun.
That was fun. Which of your three characters do you hope gets the nom? Well, Inigo is its own nomination, but between Ouroboros
Yeah.
and Heidi.
Uh, I definitely think Oro deserves it. I spent the most time playing Ouroboros. It was the most developed character that I made and had an actual like story arc and different interactions. And I really wish that I had continued role playing in Max's RP. It was a really fun story that they had come up with, and I was kind of pissed that I didn't have the time to spend to be in it more.
It happens. It happens. You're also nominated for best role play cast three times. You're the first three nominees. You're Lucille Academy, Truly Yours, and Plasma Isles. So of those, what cast is what was your like what's your favorite?
Yeah. Gosh. I mean, Plasma Isles was a very fun cast. I think that everyone really took on their roles and dived deep into sort of the world that Cohen had made. Um, it's definitely close between Plasma Owls and Lucille Academy
Yeah, yeah, as
for which
well.
one I enjoyed more as a world
Yeah,
and
Lucille
a
Academy.
cast.
It'll be interesting. Well, there with you in Lucille Academy, so I hope Lucille wins. There
Yeah,
we go. Yep, you're up against it's a really stacked list. It's those three, and then there's Synth City, Murdoch Mansion, Seven Sins, and Alien Annihilation. So it'll be an interesting race. I got to get you in on one of my RPs. I feel like this collab needs to happen. I'm gonna figure a
yeah.
way.
I had tried to do Synth City. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. I come up with a whole character, and I chatted with Max, and we were gonna do something together. Um, and I just couldn't schedule myself the enough time to be able to do it. I
It's
I'm not gonna lie. Roleplay is a huge passion for me, and it's just tough to find a good balance because I love to be able to see what other people are doing, um, but I can't actually get too deep into a character, or else I lose a little bit of myself in the character.
that's fair. That happens to pretty much lots of people in New York City, apparently. No, it's okay. I think fire in their collabs. Yep. I think that we will find. I'm determined to work with you because I think we'll be able to find a very nice balance with your schedule and a character that works for you. Because I need this to happen. I need this to happen. So so now we're moving out of our role plays, and now we're going to get into your next nomination, which is Best Unedited Photography Piece for this piece called Angel of Pride, which I'm posting in chat right meow. Tell us about this
Yeah,
piece.
that one was a blast. I went out with a friend to a bar that we had never been to before. It's just a little gay bar that's in my town,
Love it.
and yeah, we happened to have some time that day, and they actually were doing a drag show that night.
Yes.
I took pictures of all the stars. who were doing dancing there, and this one and maybe one other turned out the best by far because of how the spotlight was positioned. I just happened to be sitting right behind where it was, so uh, definitely was a very much a like mercy descending from the heavens, Overwatch style moment.
Yes, love that. Love that. You're also nominated for Best Traditional Art Piece with this untitled piece, which, by the way, you should title. You want to title that live on the pod right now? What do you want to call this?
Sure. Let me go look up his name.
Yeah.
He is not my character.
Okay.
I will make it very clear. Uh,
Fair enough. He looks very
so I have a
beautiful.
friend. Yeah, I have a friend named Sterilian. Um, they have their own OC universe, and yeah, they created I think six god pantheon. Um, and so this is one of the gods of the pantheon. His name is Gar,
Gar.
Lord of the Stars.
How do we spell Gar's name?
Garr,
Perfect. Should we say Gar,
Lord
Lord
of
of
the
the Stars?
Stars.
Okay, Lord of the Stars.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
that is
and
it.
so I spent a lot of time coming up with references to use for this. It was done on tracing paper, and so I kind of traced a base and then drew armor over it based on the references without tracing.
Perfect.
Um, and so I had like at least seven different armor designs that all kind of got carried into this. It was a very involved piece from me, and then I actually freehanded the wings and horns.
Nice.
I was super happy with how they turned out.
They look great. They look very good.
Yeah.
Well, it's
And when I sent it to Star, he was so blown away. Like
oh,
it was better than what he had in his head. He had described, what he was expecting to me, and I was like, well, I think I can do that.
nice. Nice. Well,
um,
you only have 7 nominees, so it's a short list. This is good.
yeah,
Gar's got a good
and
chance.
I mean, it's definitely a standout piece for me. Um, I, I have to say that that's one of the ones that I enjoyed more. I'm gonna hopefully eventually have time to work on the rest of the gods. I
Yes.
already finished four of them, and then I'm gonna do two more. One of them I am very excited about is named Nurian and is like a hermaphrodite and has like literally split down the middle, half female, half male body.
Love.
Yeah, and so that one is probably going to be about as big as Gar is, and I will definitely be doing some intricate design there.
Nice. You were nominated also for Best Combined Quote for Truly Yours OOC, where Jesse says, "Quick, now's our chance. You grab all the boxes and start and sprint off with your goat in tow. Mr. President is even helping. Cheese it." And you said, "Squawk like a chicken and piss on your couch." And then Dio said, "Hail the bean, worship the bean, consume the bean water, order a 3 bean soup, aka vanilla latte with soy milk and a scone with a biscotti or something." Y'all had a good time at Truly
Yeah.
Yours, apparently. Really good
Oh
time.
yeah. That quote uh, is actually a reference to a piece of lost media, not really lost media, but forbidden media. Um, there's a webcomic called Homestuck. I'm not sure if you've heard of
Homestuck,
it.
yes, yes, yes. Yes, it's all coming
um,
together now.
yeah, and so that uh, quote that I had sent is essentially one of the recurring gags that comes up in that comic, and the characters all have their moment where they're like really tempted to do something dumb and then defecate.
Yep, love that.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I kind of hope that wins. You're also nominated for the Bringer Award for bringing folks to
Yeah,
New
I brought a
City.
few people in actually.
We have you at three so far. We check our bring our awards
Yeah.
stuff at the end, but you brought Carr, Livy Glizzy, and JC Dogboard so far. So three.
Uh oh,
Maybe
well,
more.
I can say that for sure that I definitely brought more
Who
people
else
than
did you
that.
bring? Please. This line is in.
Elflaffa.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. We love
I
that.
didn't realize JC Dogboard's in the server still. I'm gonna look at that.
Some of these might not be in the server still, but we don't check until the end of the year. But so far you're at four, and two of those are our best new member hopefuls. So I feel like Carr and El Flaf have a good chance of getting the nomination, but we'll see. So good job. Thank you for supporting New York City. We love it. You are the
Yeah.
you have the second most brings of anyone nominated out of 9 nominees.
Oh
Madison
yeah,
brought seven and Gloria brought three.
it looks like I did successfully invite JC Dogboard. JC Dogboard is actually my girlfriend. Um
Ooh,
yeah. I was hoping she would stick around, but she's got a very limited list of servers and so
that's fair.
I think likes to keep it small.
That's fair.
Um
Nice. You are also
I don't
nominated for.
know
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know if I was the one who invited Larbies, but the Jack is also one of my friends.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. He probably got invited from someone else.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. You are also nominated for most inspirational member for. I think, especially for all of your advice during Ask NHCs.
Oh
So
yeah, I love Ask NHC.
it is. It
I
is.
wish we had more questions come in.
Get those questions in, folks. Give us all your problems. We will solve them probably, or maybe not. We'll see. Um,
Look, I'll do my best, and I'll tell you to go to therapy. Um,
there you go. There you go. That's the best advice ever. Yeah, you're up against Sayori, three-time winner, consistently depressed, high CD, and LQ and Margie Rose. So,
Nice.
good chances. Good chances there. You're nominated for most improved member, of course, because if you've only been nominated once per year, and now you're nominated 22 times or 20 something times, you definitely get most improved member. You're the first nominee up against King Arthur, Lobsy, Nirazaku, uh, Mia, or Sunshine Maya, sorry, Margie Gross, and Biscuit. I feel like you have a good chance. I feel like you have a good chance. Do you feel like you have a good chance, Daisy? Are you answering
I
first?
do. I'm pretty confident actually
Okay.
that I like. I mean, just listening to me, I'm a really, wholesome and caring person.
There you go. There you
Mm.
go. So you're also nominated for most contributing community member, which means that you are everywhere and everywhere is you. We see you everywhere. You're up against Swift Cut Lassie, LQ, Lobsy, Barracuda Boy, the Colonel, Minnie, and your bestie Masamoyed.
Ooh, yeah, that's a tight competition.
Very
I
tight
definitely
competition.
am not quite as involved in like the arcade district. Actually, I can just pull up my list of channels that I'm. Did you know this place has 234 channels? That's insane. Um, yeah, so I have uh almost all of the Helzium turned off, all the Fire Demon awards turned off, almost all the shopping center turned off. Uh, I don't have any of the Botstown channels. I have almost all the theater district turned off for the moment. I'll probably eventually have more time, but as of right now, I've been just kind of keeping my mind off of it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Um, I have a lot of the tavern turned off, but that's also mostly because a lot of it is archival.
Mm.
But yeah, like gosh, yeah, so much of this stuff is archival. I guess that's why I have it turned off. But
Fair enough.
um, I definitely don't have all the channels even active, and then some of the channels that I do have active, I have muted. So I think that there's definitely a good likelihood that there's people who are in more places than I am. But I do a good job of getting around.
I think so. I think so.
I got a whole favorites list set up
Love
for
it.
this server. Out of all the servers that I'm in, this is the only one that I've actually done that, used that aspect of
Hey,
Discord in.
love that. And those are all your nominations. That was it. That's all of them. So my next question to you is, which of your nominations do you want to win this year?
Uh, Gosh, I mean, I want to win all of them. That's
Love
the only
that.
way. Yeah,
Love. No one
uh,
ever says that. No one ever says that answer. Thank you.
yeah. Well, I'm just serving,
We just serving,
but
serving the
yeah,
community and serving. Love it.
and consistently depressed can lose against me every single time, and I'm the best.
I mean,
No,
it's
but
fair to say CD has a lot of helis. A lot of helis.
yeah.
It's okay.
In all honesty, I really would enjoy winning the Gardner one, just because I feel like that's very close, near and dear to what I actually do in real life. Um, and um, I really have my heart set on the most improved.
Oh, excellent. That's a good one.
I've been trying to I've been trying to really like speedrun these helis to see what all I can get in order to kind of earn that one.
Oh, yeah, I think you can do it. I think you can do it. We'll see. We'll see. How many do you think you'll win this year?
Oh God, probably less than half of them, honestly. Like, realistically, right? You guys have such an involved and active community. I think that having this Heli Award system at all is a great sign as to how active the people here are. Um, to kind of incentivize and get more people talking.
We love, we love that. We love when people get it. We love that.
Um, but
That's all it is.
I yeah, I mean, I definitely I definitely can see myself winning about three or four of the ones that I've got put up for, and
It's a good one.
if not more,
That's
right?
good numbers. That's good numbers. Make any heli prediction. Doesn't even have to be of you, of by you, of wait about you, but make any heli prediction whatsoever.
Interesting. Okay, so what? Give me an example.
Let's see. A lot of people. Well, I'll be asking you later who you think best new member winner is going to be, but a lot of folks will say like, oh, like so and so is definitely going to win this, or someone's going to cry during the helis, or someone is going to Fire's not going to win any of his helis, which I don't know why folks would say that. That's so untrue. What are some here? How about some? Oh yeah, Minnie's example is Fire's going to lose Gamiest Gamer, which how dare that's never going to happen.
Hmm. Yeah. All right. Um.
How dare? How dare?
Well, yeah. This would be, I think, the first Heli Awards ceremony that I've even attended. So,
Oh, well, there you go.
uh,
You will attend the Heli
yeah,
Awards. That'll be your prediction.
yeah. I think that well, that's a little bit too easy of a prediction to make come true, though.
Fair.
Um, I think that people are going to be excited to see me at the Heli Awards presentation.
Ooh, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Who? So now here's my question: who do you think is going to win Best New Member?
Hmm. Gosh, you know, I have a hard time knowing who all even joined this year.
Well,
Um,
you got Max. You have well, you have your Elf Laffa was there.
ooh,
Um,
Max is up there for me.
okay.
I think Max came into this community with a bang. I mean, to already be a moderator, you know,
Yep. Yep. There's
that's definitely a sign of really being invested in this community.
that is fair. That is fair. Yep. Frig. It could be you, Frig. You never know. It could be you, Frig. We'll see. We'll see. Um, what are your goals in this year in New Hell City,
Hmm.
if you have any?
goals. Yeah. Well, it's hard to say that this counts as this year, but one of my goals for the near future with New Hell City
Okay.
is to apply for moderation. Yeah.
Ooh, love it.
Uh, I really would enjoy being a moderator here and just getting to have that closer involvement with the community.
Yes, we love to see it. We love to see it. Okay, if anyone has any questions for Daisy, feel free to type them in the chat. Otherwise, we'll move on to the final segment of the podcast. Um,
This has been a blast.
I know. See, you were like, "What is it like? What's it like?" I was like, "It's easy. It's fine. It's easy, isn't it? Right, right. That's easy."
Yeah, I've just been chilling, scrolling memes on my phone.
There you go.
I'm paying like half attention to this thing. I'm joking.
I love it. I love it. Freak said,
uh,
"What do you think about the community these days?"
all right. So yeah, the New Hell City community right now is really wholesome.
Yes.
I think that we're about as active, maybe a little bit less active than when I had joined. Um, but the people who are here are the people who are gonna stay here. You know, um, I have no doubts that this is a tight knit community that's really like invested in each other.
Love that.
Um, and I would not be afraid to say that I've made a lot of friends here.
Oh, that's a really nice answer. Minnie asks, "Favorite group of aliens?" Oh gosh, you're about to start a war.
Uh,
There
yeah, I think I signed an NDA on that
you
actually.
go. Good answer, Daisy. Good answer.
Uh,
Good answer.
sorry.
Daisy's lawyer would like to say that Daisy loves everybody. Everyone's great. Yeah, Minnie likes to ask the messy questions. Minnie likes the very, very, very messy questions.
Yeah, can I just Uno reverse that to Minnie actually?
Minnie will answer it though. Minnie has no
Yeah, yeah,
problem
yeah.
fighting people. Um,
Mm,
oh my
fair.
gosh, that's so funny. If anyone has any more questions, otherwise we're going to. What is your favorite game if you like to game?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Yeah, I don't play very many video games. But of the video games that I play, uh, ooh, probably right now I'm on a Stardew kick.
Oh, it's a good one.
Um, yeah, I also really love games about outer space. So if I pull up my Steam and Epic Games right now, I'm sure that I will have plenty of examples. I've got Outer Worlds. I've got um, I don't know if you ever played Breathage.
I don't know. I don't know Breathage. No.
Yeah, it was a game that Jacksepticeye had played a while back and was hilarious. And it's more of a story motivated game, but I really have fun with that one. And it's all outer space survival stuff.
Ooh.
Um, yeah, I've got No Man's Sky. I've got Faster Than Light. I've got Starbound. Um, I've got Unfortunate Spaceman, which is kind of like a 3D rendered Among Us game, social deduction style.
Nice.
And I had a blast with Among Us even. Like, if it's a game that's in outer space and it ever happens, I'm there. Um, I let's see. I think I also would say I really enjoy Minecraft. Um, those are kind of like the top games that I care about, right?
Yes.
Those are games that I like because I am interested in them and invested in them.
Yep.
I also have some games that I play that are the mind numbing games that I just like to sort of use as a relaxation, right? I and it might be weird that those are the ones I use to relax, but I play World of Warships, Risk, and PUBG.
Nice.
And I know that that's not traditionally a relaxing video game, but I really do enjoy just getting on and sort of chilling and having voice chat on.
Nice. 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 Minnie asks favorite movie.
Oh gosh,
That's a tough
that's
one.
tough. Yeah, off the top of my head, probably the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Princess Bride. With movies and shows, I really do enjoy that kind of like high fantasy setting. That's why I'm so into D&D, I think. um, I really do just want to be a fantasy character in my own world. Um, let's see. I really loved The Owl House when it came out. I don't watch a ton of television or shows in general, though, unfortunately.
Yep. 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 Fair enough. For a guess, what's your favorite marriage partner in Stardew Valley? Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, that's a pretty easy one for me. As the token lesbian of the show, it's got to be Abigail. Uh, she's the purple-haired uh, daughter of Pierre, uh, and boy oh boy, she is so me.
Nice. For a guess, what are your thoughts on Steven Universe?
I have not watched it.
Oh, there you go.
I'm so sorry. I know everyone's like, "Oh, you clearly watched Steven Universe because you're a fan of all of these exactly similar and very closely related things." And I'm just like, my parents didn't let me watch TV as a kid.
Nice. 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 Okay, now we're going to move on to the final part of the interview. Are you ready for the rapid fire section?
Oh boy.
You can
Let
do
me
it.
sit up in my chair.
There you go. You can do it. Are you ready? I have 27. I have 27
Locked and
questions for
loaded.
you. 27 questions on the clock. Here we go. What are you terrible at?
Taxes.
What are you amazing at?
Hugs.
What is your favorite thing to do?
Camp.
What is your least favorite thing to do?
Clean.
Do I look pretty today?
More than ever.
Name something you would set on fire.
Your house.
You have to pack some. You have to pack up your stuff today and go live with one hellion. Who is it?
Hopper. Alfalfa.
You have to switch lives and bodies with one hellion for a day. Who is it?
Masa.
Which hellion would you want to cook for you?
Ooh gosh. Many.
You have to commission a portrait of yourself. Which hellion do you hire to draw you?
Me.
You're commissioning someone to write the story of your life. Who are you going to get to write your biography?
Max.
Which hellion are you taking on your zombie apocalypse team? You can pick multiple.
Ooh, all right. Let's see. Olive or Living Lizzie,
Hmm.
Misty and you.
What is your favorite word?
Boop.
What is your least favorite word?
Probably hippopotamonsterphobia.
Why are video games so hard?
They aren't. You're just bad. Don't cope.
Why is anime so confusing?
That's a fair question. I watched One Piece 2 times and I still don't understand it.
What is something you're obsessed with that everyone else should be obsessed with too?
Ooh, Princess Bride, or well, yeah, Princess Bride.
Um, what noise or sound do you love?
Fans in the background or
What
rain,
what noise or sound do you hate?
metal clinking together or glass clinking together.
What is your favorite smell?
Freshly rained, like just after it finishes raining.
What's your least favorite smell?
Cigarette smoke.
What is your favorite curse word?
I don't have one. I don't like to curse.
What makes your brain tingle?
Uh, I don't think I can say that. This is like not 18 plus, right?
I mean, it can be. It's whatever you want to
Uh,
do. It's funny.
skip.
It's funny. I changed that. I changed the pausing the game for a second. I changed that question from what turns you on to what makes your brain tingle, and you still sussed it out to be what turns you on,
Yeah.
which is so funny to me. That is so funny to me. Um,
All right. I mean, I can say what turns me on. It's leather.
Perfect.
Uh,
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
BDSM stuff, you know?
Love, 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 love. What makes your brain shut down? AKA, what turns you off?
Yeah. Gotta be pain for me. Or like not caring. Like it for me, huge part of stuff is consent and like tenderness. And if someone's not respecting that, I'm done.
Love it. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Uh shoot, I was just thinking of this the other day. Park ranger,
What profession would you not like to attempt?
oil engineer.
And finally, when you get to hell, what would you like Satan to say to you when you arrive at the fiery gates?
Hey mommy, I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, baby, I love it. Daisy, 10 out of 10, perfect interview. Good job.
All right.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
You did a great job.
I had a blast.
You're amazing.
You're a great interviewer.
Why, thank you. I could listen. Honestly, literally, I know everyone tells you this. I'm sure I could listen to you talk all day. You're just a great, great voice. You got to monetize that. Do something with
Yeah,
that.
I got a radio voice, you know.
Yeah, we gotta get you some money off of that. Where can folks find you in the city? Of your
Yeah. Yeah. Ping me, please. I am always around, just wherever you want to. Um, oh yeah, voice acting would be pretty fun actually. I do a lot of voice acting in Tales of Burlesque, and everyone loves
Ooh,
it.
very cool.
Hello, Sergeant Pepper.
Hi, Sergeant Pepper, right at the end. Ugh.
Right at the very end, you missed everything, but catch me later.
um, and I hope I'm excited for you. Next time we talk to you, we'll have definitely seen you win a heli, at least a heli. So I can't wait to talk to you again post winning your first heli, Daisy.
Yeah, it's
Yay!
exciting.
All right, folks. Thank you all for watching. More interviews to come. And if you'd like to sign up for one, if you haven't signed up for one, please do. And also sign up for next season.
I'm giving you all a big kiss on the cheek.
There you go. Tell the kids bye.